So today we're going to be talking about the DR700 colorimeter. The DR700 is a water quality meter. It can be used for stream restoration projects, water quality monitoring, and even construction crews use a form of it for their stormwater action prevention plans. The DR700 can be used to test up to 45 different parameters, but today we're only going to be testing for nitrates. The first thing for the DR700 is to collect a water sample in a clean container. You want to get enough water for at least 3 vials. You want to get your sample from moving water. For each vial, you want to triple rinse it first and then fill it up to the 10 milliliter mark on the vial. You want to have at least 3 vials of sample, 1 for the blank and then 2 for testing. You want to make sure that you always do a duplicate sample, just to make sure that your results are accurate. After you have your 3 10 milliliter samples, you are ready to start testing. We're going to be using pillow packets for the NitraVer 5 nitrate reagent. You want to make sure that you wear gloves when you're dealing with the pillow packets. To test for nitrates, once you put the pillow packet into the sample, you have to shake it for a minute. After the 1 minute has passed, then you have to let the sample sit for 5 minutes before you can read it. After you do 1 sample, then you can go ahead and get the next sample ready. While you're waiting for the 5-minute time period to be done, you can go ahead and get the DR700 set up. You want to make sure that the right cartridge is in the back, which is the 50.01 for testing for nitrates. Then you turn it on, and you want it to be in the 50.05.1 program. You take your sample and put it in, and then you press 0. It takes about 20 seconds for it to zero out. You want to make sure to zero out the DR700 in between each reading. Now that the 5 minutes is up, you can go ahead and start reading your samples. The first thing you want to do is zero out the machine. Once the 5 minutes is up, then you can go ahead and read your sample. You want to make sure that you clean the outside of the glass to make sure that there's no debris or fingerprints on the outside. Then you can put it into the DR700 and you press read. This sample is reading at 1.5 milligrams per liter. You want to make sure that you record that number into your field notebook. Once the second sample is ready to be read, you want to make sure that you zero out the DR700 again. Then you go ahead and you put your second sample into the DR700 and you press read. This sample is coming out as 1.3 milligrams per liter, which is 0.2 different from the first sample. That is accurate enough for this reading. Once you're done with your samples, they are safe to dispose in the wild. You don't need to take them back to a laboratory to dispose of them. That's how you test for nitrates with the DR700.